Welcome back, everybody. Holly's Hobbies tonight. Special word of the day is comparison. And they say comparison is the thief of joy, and that's absolutely true in real life. But here in painting, we're going to show you a high contrast between colors on the outside versus on the inside with the exact same brush loaded with the exact same colors. And we're just going to invert it. So we're going to start on this one, and we're going to do the pink on the outside, the white in the middle. So we're just going to load our brush, double loaded, paint it in really well. Picking up a little bit of extra paint. One more load. All right, fan that out. Touch and pull, touch and wiggle and pull. It's a little of a chrysanthemum, I believe is what the painting or description of the painting was. All right, we're going to do the exact same thing on this side and just put a couple of little offshoots. I like to do groups of threes. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And the same thing over here. 2, 3, kind of balance our picture out. It doesn't have to be symmetrical. It really doesn't. I just like it. All right, now they're going to do this exact same colors, like I said, over here, and we're going to start with the dark in the middle. Around, touch and pull, touch and fan it, pull it down. We're just making the back petals right now. That's why they look a little spastic and wild, but it'll clear itself up. Just trust the process. All right, and then we're going to do our little offshoots again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. Let that dry for just a moment, and then we're going to go back and fill in the middles. Okay, we're ready to do the same thing. Level the brush, half and half, pink and white. Pink goes on the outside this time. Find your middle spot. Pick up some more paint real fast. All right, back to the middle. Drag and drop. Once you get this down a couple of times, I did about 3 practice chrysanthemums, and they came out pretty easy. This really isn't to do a technique on those. It's just to show you the difference between the dynamic of light on the outside versus dark on the outside. Okay, we're going to go and do a couple little more space holders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are going to be cards that go. I have 3 purchases, and with the most purchases, I really like to do a quick thank you card for my clients, just to let them know that they got a personal touch from Holly's Hobby. So we're just going to throw these together. All right, white on the outside, pink in the middle, dark in the middle this time. It's essentially the same painting, but it does come out looking quite a bit different. It's kind of like whenever a woman who does her makeup and she does contouring and such, you can totally transform something by where you place light and dark. If you want it to come forward, you put light on it. If you want to make it disappear or fade back, it goes, put the dark on it. And I'll tell you, that can be a woman's best friend, that little trick. So we're going to go in here and just pounce the middle with the dark. And then we're going to go in here and pounce the middle with the light. Whoop, hold on. All right, the light. Okay. All right, we're going to let that dry for a minute. Let me load up my palette with my green for my leaves, and we'll come right back. All right, we're going to do our little practical leaves that we like. We're going to do 1 and 2. I'm sorry, let me start over here on this one. 1, bigger V. Okay. Touch, wiggle, and pull. Touch, wiggle, and pull. I got a piece of tape there holding that up, and it's kind of in the wrong little spot there. Okay, so this is with our dark green on the outside, just to duplicate what we did with the flower. Light green on the inside, you know? All right, I'm going to come back and do some more tendrils here in a minute. Now we're going to reverse it, and over here, we're going to do light on the outside, just like the flower. So there's a light leaf. And we're going to flip it. Light on the outside. Okay, there's our two big guys. Let me load up the brush real fast and we'll do the side leaves, the smaller ones. Okay. Dark green, dark. All right, a few more. I am going to give one of these cards to that gift that I did, the wintry, blustery, what do you call it, romantic winter scene for their wedding. And this will be their little wedding card. I still don't know what I'm going to write on the inside, but it'll come to me. All right, 1, 2, 3, call it good. 1, 2, 3, call it good. All right, now we're going to do the opposite over here. So light on the outside. Hadn't thought about this, but I hope my big head isn't in the way of all this whole time. I had to tape it up here to this poster board so I could get it up to my height. I'm really lucky. We live in a really tiny home, like it's barely 800 square foot, but it's just the two of us, so that works great. But the thing is, I was needing a place to paint so I wouldn't have it just out and about, because I have to have a clean house. It drives me crazy not to have it pristine. And so anyway, we came up with this little tiny back room that we usually use for our pantry, for our groceries, and we turned it into this little art studio / sewing machine room. All right, so this is where my creativity spawns. All right, we're just going to connect those little tendrils, the little leaves, the offshoots. The good thing about easels is now they make them on wheels, so if you're feeling it, you can even go outside and take your little inspirational, creational self out to where God's true Mother Nature and God work together to create some of the most beautiful paintings you'll ever see in real life. So anyway, just food for thought there while I'm trying to fill this in. I wanted to make this a short video as there's not much content. I just wanted to let you know the difference between when you pick your colors and your placement. It really does matter on your outcome. Okay, let's see what this one does. You know me and my curlicues. I get curlicue happy. Curlicues make me happy. Oop. I think personal touches like this mean the world to me. Sometimes when I buy stuff from my Etsy or whatnot, and they pack little, I don't know, tchotchkes, unnecessary little like stickers and stuff. I mean, I don't need it. I didn't order it, but it's just cute. It's cute to think that somebody homemade thought to add a little something special. And I remember my husband, he's got a long beard, and I remember he got a beard cleaning something, and they packed extra little stuff for him, and he is a big, burly grown man, and he even thought that was super cute. Okay, so those little touches in life, right? So here we have it. Let me see if I can bring it a little bit closer. All right, there's the darker one, and same color, same painting technique, same pattern. There's the lighter one, and just to show you a little bit of a difference between the two. All right, thanks for the quickie at Holly's Hobby.